We're going to start doing ads on the podcast. Yeah, it's just going to be like, we got to take a break. Stamps.com!
Fuck the post office.
People will pay us not to advertise them.
Bonobos!
A pretty girl in her underwear. If there's anything better in this world to care.
Welcome to the F Plus, a painful podcast with terrible things read with enthusiasm. In the room tonight we have Boots Rain Gear.
You, the viewer, will post a picture of the best, most fun, or most painful wedgie they can think of.
Jimmyfranks.
I was dared to put as many ice cubes in my butt as I could and wedgie myself until they melted.
Yes, Fahan.
The wedgie intensity level setting was designed so that the people like Noah could enjoy World of Wedgies without all the physical annoyances that can come up in the world of real-life wedgies.
John Toast.
I have just this question. Is there any danger when you sperm like this?
Jack Chick.
I'm sure a lot of you with automatic garage doors have thought about what it would be like to attach your undies to them as they're lifting.
And Lemon. Pikachu was smiling, talking to his friends until Raichu grabbed his Tidy Whities, giving Pikachu a big wedgie. Ah, Tidy Whitey wearing nerd! Pikachu blushed.
His Pokemon.
Pikachu blush, drop mic!
It's super effective.
There you go.
The classic.
Hey, F Plus.
Hey,
Hi, Lemon.
Hey.
Okay, so, I don't know, it's 170 episodes in, and, we, in this podcast, have sort of continued along with a sense of anonymity, which I think sometimes is, disarming to the listeners. They want to know more about us.
Sure.
So, to that question, I'm going to ask the question that I'm sure everyone wants to know.
Mm-hmm.
Boxers or briefs?
I actually wear boxer briefs.
I'm naked from the waist down.
Pass.
Kilt. Utility kilt.
A utilikilt. That's your underwear.
You wear a utilikilt in place of underwear.
Yes.
So you wear a utilikilt underpants?
No, I wear a
That's
utilikilt
what I
under.
assume.
Hey, if you go to pants somebody and you see a kilt underneath, that's going to throw you for a loop.
No, obviously,
just
You
regroup.
just sit down and have a think at that point.
obviously,
He wears coveralls over his utilikilt.
obviously, I wear my utilikilt over my other utilikilt. Come on, guys.
Okay. Well, we are going to be going to a very, very fun website for fun.
Yay.
That's underwear-based, and yet,
Ooh.
I was going to say not completely fetishy, but...
No, we never
you
do
say
anything really fetishy on this podcast.
Would you say it's base layer based?
I don't... Is that a joke? I don't get it.
It
Okay.
was a joke.
Can I give Squint a wedgie?
This was a document given to us by Dole. I think this is his third, and that document is wedgiehaven.com.
Good.
Yeah, wedgiehaven.com.
Good.
It is
Finally, a safe place for wedgies.
It is a PHP bulletin board, and we can learn all about wedgies. Now we got to get into the lingo here first.
It is a site of very pleasant avatars. Yes,
Oh,
the
boy,
avatars
it
are
is.
so pleasant. We're going to enjoy looking at them so much.
Yeah. So so we need to get into a little bit of the technicality here, and so Boots, your name is TrekBoy008. You're a Grand Admiral,
Yeah.
and your avatar is horrible. I hate it.
Uh-huh.
But you have made multiple posts in wedgie techniques. That number is, oh my god, it's. I think you've listed like at least 140 different wedgies.
177 to be precise there.
Okay, great. Okay, so
great.
let's just go through a couple of these wedgies. I'm just gonna tell you the name. You tell me what that wedgie is. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
So a standard wedgie. What is that?
That's you grab the back of the victim's underwear and pull up.
Makes sense.
Classic.
Okay. What's a Melvin?
Melvin is when you grab the front of the victim's underwear and pull up.
Okay. What about Frosty the Wedgie?
Oh, Frosty the Wedgie. That's one of my favorites. That's when the victim's underwear is soaked in water and put in the freezer for an hour. Then the victim is then given a wedgie in his frozen underwear.
Why would he let you do that?
Yeah, I feel like you have to be a willing participant in that wedgie.
I've done that so many times.
A Melvin omelet? What's that?
Oh yeah, this is. I just recovered from one of these. Crack a few eggs down the victim's underwear and give him a Melvin.
So literal. I thought it'd be something involving the balls.
No, there's no creativity whatsoever in this.
Hanging wedgie? What's that?
That's when a rope is run through the back of the victim's underwear's legs holes. The rope is then thrown over a tree branch or something similar. Someone then yanks on the rope, raising the victim in the air. The rope should then be tied off.
You're like the Vlad the Impaler of wedgies.
Can I get a diagram for how that works?
Yes, something 00 Trek Boy. I care very much about this world that we live in.
Yeah, me too.
What's an environmentally friendly wedgie?
Oh yeah, this one's really important for us and the animals and their kids of the future.
Yeah, environmentally friendly.
Where the victim is stripped to his underwear and has rocks, pine cones, pine needles, dirt, sand, leaves, bugs, grass, etc. put down them.
Well,
now he's given a hanging wedgie, which was the one I previously described.
Fucking okay. And then what if he needs some help? Like if he needs his life saved?
Oh yes, the life-saving wedgie. This is when a victim is pushed off a ledge, dock, couch, etc., and is held from falling by a wedgie.
That could go wrong really fast.
Is there a life-saving Melvin too?
Yeah, you just turn him around so he's facing you, and then you push him off the ledge.
Yeah.
An elevator wedgie? What's that?
Me! Quick, catch me! No, never mind! Oh,
oh yes, number 93, the elevator wedgie, one of my favorites. This is when the victim lies face down on the floor right in front of an elevator so that his head is facing it. Someone then sits on his legs while another person grabs his waistband, goes into the elevator, and then goes up a few levels.
Oh, that's also known as the Tex Avery wedgie.
How stretchy is this underwear?
Yeah.
Sounds really fun.
Wait, so I'm honestly having trouble parsing that. So, yeah, never mind. Go ahead. I give up.
There's so many more wedgies to get
this is
through.
cartoon physics right here.
Right.
Boots, I have a office party I'm going to be attending soon. I'd like to know more about the Xerox wedgie. That's a Xerox trademark, by the way.
Yeah. We've worked together with Xerox for years on this one.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to get in trouble for all this.
Wait, are they liable for this?
Yeah. I'm proud to finally have them on board.
Well,
and,
Xerox innovated it, but then Apple came in and stole it.
Oh, that's
right. And let me read you an excerpt from our joint press release.
Okay.
The victim is stripped to his underwear and he is tied up. He is then given a semi-atomic wedgie and has his name written on his bare ass cheeks. He's then lifted onto a Xerox machine with a photo of his face next to his ass. Now make as many copies as you want and post them throughout the school.
What?
The wedgie seems like such a small part of that.
Yeah, it used to be about the wedgies with you, man.
I think we're getting into some fetish creep here.
All right. No, there's not going to be any fetish in this at all. We're going to be pretty clear of fetish. This is just a fun place for wedgies.
Totally.
Like this thread. This thread has the perfectly family-friendly title of Ball Damage.
I gotta call my farmer's agent and make sure that I'm covered for ball damage.
Yeah. Hey, Jack Chick.
Hi.
By which I mean Mystery 123450.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a problem there?
I do. Can someone please help me? I want to know if I can do a hanging bondage Speedo wedgie for at least an hour. Will it cause any permanent damage to my testicles? How long does a hanging wedgie take before it will permanently damage them? Please respond.
I'm going to respond. I'm Pessimism 101.
I mean, I feel like I'm... Okay, I'll take the introduction.
You could take my class, but you're probably going to fail it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, this There's probably not a lot of optimism to be seen on this website.
Wedgie is the best you can hope for, apparently.
Thank you for keeping me in Red Bull and cheap vodka for the night by attending my class. So about your wedgie bullshit. As with anything in life, there's always a risk. If permanent testicular damage is of real concern to you, it is best to do some research and consult a doctor first before deciding anything.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall at that office visit.
Doctor, I want to give myself a wedgie for at least an hour.
No, 45 minutes, that's it.
Yeah.
As long as you can go. If permanent testicular damage is a real concern to you, but, most of us just blow it off.
Yeah.
Ask your doctor if wedgies are right for you.
Right, because the kind of person who would be on this website would be the kind of person who has health insurance. Statistically, your chances are low. One documented case in 2004 is all you will find on the subject, but that doesn't mean it can't happen.
Citation needed.
Nah, I trust
long?
Pessimism 101.
As for how long, there's no definitive answer. Basically, if something doesn't feel right, it's best to stop immediately. Unless it's wedgies, then go for that shit, bro.
Like pain in your testicles.
Yeah, like,
Hey!
like say,
Hey!
if
Hey, what's up?
Hey! It's punching your nuts!
Yeah, you're a legend around this part.
This is a horrible commercial.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
You're
on this
exactly the guy
particular.
to ask this question.
Yeah, I was about to say this particular topic may not be an objective source.
Yeah, listen, I'm punching your nuts. It's not just my name. It's what I do.
My credo.
Ow! God damn it!
Hey, I just hung myself by my briefs for a few minutes, and my right testicle hurts more than usual. So I'd be careful, bro.
More than usual.
You just got your nuts punched.
It hurts even more than the background pain I normally feel in my right testicle.
Normally I'm punching other people's nuts. Now that I know what it feels like.
Is this
I've
the
just
pain
learned
they
empathy today.
Yeah, is this the pain they experience when I punch them in the nuts? Maybe I should stop. Nah.
I was born into this life. Look at my name.
So Isfahan.
Yes, sir.
Up until this point, I mean, I'm hoping this episode will change my mind. This episode about wedgies will change my mind. I've never been a fan of wedgies. Never really participated in wedgies. But I do smoke. So so can you compare and contrast the two?
Yeah, okay. Look. Okay, peep this. My name is Darkstar6545, and wedgies are like smoking. Am I right, folks? I'm done with wedgies.
Yes.
I don't want to be in my bathroom anymore, wedgieing myself till I can't no more.
what?
All I'm doing is wasting my time. Truly,
No.
I feel... What?
No, you're not.
Oh,
It's okay.
Thanks for the affirmation. Truly, I feel emo when I do it. I'm just hurting myself trying to have a good time. Soon I'm gonna graduate. Then I'm going to go to college.
I'm going to go to wedgie school.
When I move in with my best friend, I don't want to be locked up in the bathroom torturing myself. But I may not have a choice apparently.
Get him to give you the
But I
wedgie.
currently want to be locked in the bathroom torturing myself.
Yeah. He wants to kick the habit before then. I have a girlfriend now. I don't want to do that kind of stuff around her in secret or in public. I don't know about you guys, but just like masturbation, I'm done with this. I'm done with masturbation.
So you quit masturbation first?
Well, it's so hard to get around the stretched underwear in front when you're wedging.
He's already kicked masturbation. Now it's time for wedgies.
I mean, I really feel like he's not thinking about the couple's possibilities of atomic wedgies here.
Yeah, he's moving from front to back on his vices. Well, I started here. Gotta take care of the back.
Hey,
My name is-
I'm Wedgie Boy 69.
Hey, Wedgie Boy 69, what's up?
You may remember my brother from the Chivos episode. Anyway, wedgies aren't like smoking; they're like crack.
Ha, I get it.
Yeah, and not that easy to quit cold turkey. You'll be back.
Slash.
Wow.
Hey, try pulling up your underwear. It's good for you.
Oh, sure, we all would love to quit wedgieing. It's just not that simple. I want to tell you a little personal story that I have. My name is ZZ Top 21.
What's your favorite band, ZZ Top 21?
Aerosmith.
I was about to say. I thought so.
Yeah.
That's regrettable on a number of different levels.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm on wedgiehaven.com and I have no taste. So
This,
go figure, I guess.
post was liked by Cena fan 777. So.
I see the Bridge Club has arrived.
Okay, so I'm tired of giving myself wedgies. Right? I want someone to bully me and then give them to me.
Give
Where
them
will
to
I
me.
find? Oh, where will I find the Roger Klotz of my life?
Hey, you give me all your wedgies.
So, here's my plan. I'm 18, and the people that I'm looking into bullying me are around 15.
Ooh.
I don't want anyone recognizing me.
Yeah, that'll
So,
go well.
my plan for actual bullying is to contact someone. Ooh, fuck. Oh, my God.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, keep reading. Keep reading.
My plan is to contact some 15-year-olds from a different school.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'll get whoever is a bully and in a group, and I'll text them and ask them to wedgie torture a nerd for some information and some cash. If they agree, I'll tell them that I'll send the nerd to a designated spots that we pick out.
It's like Wedgie Hitman.
Will I
Yeah, are you-
disguise my voice on the phone?
Are you like an NPC from a RPG, like an MMO or something? Oh, come back to me with 10 torn waistbands, and I shall give you the money. They must be from a nerd.
So, yeah, then the next step, obviously, I'll show up as the nerd and get wedgied to hell.
You just know he's gonna like dress up as a stereotypical nerd, like with the button-up shirt
big
and a
giant bow tie.
pocket protector.
Tape on his
I-
glasses.
This is like a scene out of Welcome to the Dollhouse.
Yeah,
Will you do this? No, really, will you do this, please?
So I'll show up as a nerd, get wedgied to hell. I'll then give them the information they'll need, and I'll have them steal the cash I have on me. So, okay, next thing. Then I will contact the bullies, satisfied that I have my information, and I will suggest that they keep on bullying this nerd, etc., etc. So, hopefully I'll have a bully that wedgies me at least once a week.
Oh, that's gonna work out great for you, buddy.
I can see no problems with this plan at all.
That's my very rough sketch of how I would get a bully. Any thoughts, advice, and someone just pick any response in the thread because
Hey!
all the what?
I'm Captain Hammer.
Hey, Captain Hammer.
You know it. It would be much, much, much easier to just give a friend you know is very roughhousery, and trust me, everyone has at least one friend who's like that, and give them a wedgie. Their retaliation will be enough, especially if they're hashtag play to win, not to be even type.
John, what does I'm feeling 22 think of my idea? It's right
It
under Captain Hammer.
sounds like a good idea in theory, but I doubt it will work.
Oh, we're right though. He's right though, right? It does sound like a great idea in theory, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I think it's important that you read his follow-up, though. It's
Also about this, about the roughhousery, whatever.
Yep.
Some people don't have any friends.
Wow.
I mean, just not me.
Some people.
Some people.
Yeah.
This is subtle.
It's like the some people in Fox News.
This is subtle. I see no way this plan could end poorly. You know what? Fuck sarcasm. I'll tell you exactly why this is one of the stupidest ideas I've ever heard. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Number one, how are you
Okay.
going to find out about
What?
who the bullies are at another school?
I mean, like, I'll
Number
have a
two,
plant.
how are you going to get their numbers?
I'll have to bribe.
Number
someone.
three,
I'll have to use.
Why
my,
are they
okay.
going to text back to a stranger that they've never met before?
Because I promised them.
Number
money.
four, they're going to think that you are a freak.
Well, I don't think they would.
That
think
is
Why would they
something a
think that?
fucking lunatic sociopath would ask them to do. Hi, will you torture a random stranger for money?
Well, how much money are we talking about here?
yeah. Well,
Yeah, teenagers don't like to inflict cruelty on
And
others,
number
do
five-
they?
And get paid for it.
Number five, they will most likely just stop responding to you after they find out what you want from them, but there's also a chance they might just call the police or tell someone who will end up calling the police. So my advice is go back to the drawing board.
Yep, that sure was subtle.
Also, what kind of dumbass nerd would get told to go somewhere, get wedgied, and then keep allowing themselves to be told to go somewhere to get wedgied again? It's like, I
Fool me
noticed when you tell
twice.
me to go to the park, there's a bunch of kids there who just wedgie the crap out of me. I mean, I realize it's you, but from the point of view of somebody outside your brain, That makes
Can
no
I?
sense.
Hey,
So-
I'm
what?
Ryan 95,
Okay, Ryan.
and your best bet for going for people older than you, like
Yeah.
21 or the same age.
Sure. Yeah.
People younger will be less inclined to want to give you one. For example, I'm 17. I got a wedgie off people around 23 or 24 not long ago.
Oh boy.
Did you
not
ask for their
because
IDs?
not because I wanted it, but that's besides the point. Lol.
I don't. What?
They knew me as the wedgie hustler.
I'm an annoying enough shit that a 24-year-old gave me a wedgie.
I swear to God, I've never done this before, but now's the time.
I've always wanted to try this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that we got Jimmyfranks in the room, and the curse hasn't struck just yet. So Jimmyfranks, why don't you tell us about your wedgie fantasy?
Oh, yeah.
It's just part of my...
Yeah.
What's your name, Mr.
This
Franks?
is Wedgie Louver 247.
Wow, you never rest from being a wedgie louver.
Nope.
Never stops moving wedgies.
Moves all the way.
Sorry if this is in the wrong spot, but anyway. We all know as wedgie lovers that at some point you fantasize about certain wedgie-related scenarios that you wish could actually happen to you. I would like this topic to explain some fantasies I've pictured, and if you've also had certain fantasies, please share. I'll start off with just one of my fantasies for now, and add more later.
Alrighty.
One scenario I picture is being dragged off by my legs into the middle of the woods by a vine. The vine,
Okay.
the
Next
vine
to a
pulls
vine.
me so I'm stomach side down over a boulder.
So it's a sentient vine.
Yes.
Yeah. Then
That's an anime.
two more vines grab and restrain my hands, and then a third vine rips off my shirt and pulls my pants off.
Hey, wait a second. I'm just watching Evil Dead. What?
Yeah.
Totally.
Then that same vine then loops and ties itself through the leg holes of my tidy whities and then lifts me off the boulder so I'm in a hanging wedgie.
You gotta, admire the dexterity of those vines, really. That's
pretty
difficult.
quality vine.
I lets go of my hands.
Let's go. Let's go.
I lets go of my hands.
Jesus, take the wedgie.
And when you saw only one pair of footprints, that was when I was carrying you by your
You
underwear.
have only one set of skid marks.
I lets go of my hands, but still has my ankles tied and still has me wedgied. Starts off by loosening the wedgie so that I fall forward a little and then pulls again and does that repeatedly. It's
Boing,
kind of
boing.
Yes, please describe this in more detail. Thank you.
it's kind of hard to explain, but it's basically giving you a bouncing wedgie. But instead of bouncing you up and down, it's bouncing you forwards and backwards.
So it's... I can't think of the word, but that's not...
It's you're thinking. You know what you're thinking of? You're thinking of Bam Bam from the Flintstones.
It does that for a while, then it lets go of my legs, so now the vine that's giving the wedgie is the only vine holding me up in the air. And that's when it starts doing a regular bouncing wedgie. Does that for a while, and then the fantasy is over.
Oh,
It just magically ends somehow.
too soon.
So that's just one of my...
Scene missing.
Yeah.
So hey,
So Jimmyfranks, now having read that post and noticing that it's quite tame, know that the next one won't be. So who would you like to pass the Jimmyfranks curse off to?
How about...
Your pick, buddy.
I like you, Lemon. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
He who giveth shall
Well, I guess
receive.
that's genuinely pretty fair. So, okay. Karma. Okay, my name's Mick, and this is my wedgie fantasy.
what's your preferred underwear type?
Oh, my preferred underwear type is briefs.
Okay, cool.
I'm both a giver or receiver, and I'm either gay or a lesbian. Okay, so my most recent is about my brother
Uh-oh.
moving away for work permanently, and then Mum decides, to take in a foster child.
Oh, no.
I see he's Australian.
who happens to be a late teenager by that
no.
point. I would be 26 to 27, and hopefully, well, yes, a late teenager, 26 to 27, hopefully on my way to be saving up for a house. We get along awkwardly at first, and then gradually we warm up to each other. So one day, I'm browsing Wedgie Haven, and I see a post in questions titled, "How do I get my foster brother to wedgie me?"
Oh, God.
I've seen this meet cute.
Yeah. Lift of the Magi.
Not bad at all. And, not even thinking to make the connection, reply with, "Challenge him to an arm wrestle. Loser gets a wedgie." The next evening, when Mom is out dancing and I've taken the night off from martial arts.
Is that how you're saving up money for a house?
Yes.
I'm not going to go to my badass class today. My foster brother, I call him Eric in my daydreams, approaches nervously and says, "Hey, Mick, want to arm wrestle?" I agree and win without a challenge. Then he says, "Come on, best of 3. Loser gets a wedgie."
This is the first scenario.
That out.
You know, it's very common when we read of people like trying to trick other people into indulging their fetish, but this is the first time you've seen like a double trick into a fetish. Oh, yeah, but if I win, I gotta wedgie me.
Yeah, I think it's time to start checking the municipal water supply.
The Minnesota fats of wedging. Suddenly, I make the connection, and I remember my advice to the WH member from the day before, and I tell him about it. Wait, what?
No,
You're fucking ruining the key fob, asshole.
you could flip the con here. Come on.
Okay, so I tell him about it. He gets all embarrassed and shy, blushing and stammering and so on, but I reassure him that it's okay, and I remind him of the fact that I am also a member of WH. He grins shyly and asks, "So, do you want to give me a wedgie?" I laugh, spin him around, and yank up on his boxer briefs, and he laughs and squeals!
Yeah, I just picture him like being hoisted up by the underwear and like bringing his like little arms and fists into his mouth, like
Yay! He screams. He's like, "Oh, I've never actually had this done to me before. Shit."
My English is not so good. Wedgie, I did not mean wedgie.
This isn't erotic at all.
I kind of lose my attention at that point. But just
you don't say.
But just the thought of, and the most important parenthetical in the world, but just the thought of having a parentheses non-sexual parentheses relationship with someone that just happens to involve lots of playful, mutually appreciated wedgies is just so great.
yeah, that'll hold up in court.
The reason I'm focusing specifically on the new foster brother scenario is because
Yeah, keep reading, please.
You can't stop. You can't.
Yeah.
You're already in it.
I know. Is because Mom was just talking the other day. It's because Mom was talking about just that a week or two back, as my brother is indeed looking for work in far-off places that would require relocation.
Yeah, dude, you totally want to go and molest some fucking foster kids. Hell yeah.
Hey, thanks for liking my post, Robin Hood.
I like to picture the mom just sitting there, and it's like, well, you know, your brother's moving away. Maybe I should have bring in a foster kid, and then it just does like a push pull on this guy's face, and he's just wedgies popping up over his mind, like, oh yeah, like thinking of all the wedgie scenarios from that.
His eyes spin, and it's just a bunch of like worn out briefs.
It's like Requiem for a Dream, just the eyes dilate.
So Isfahan, Wedgie Lover 247 was kind of bored tonight. Is that right?
Yeah. Kind of bored.
Okay. Searching.
Yeah.
Cut it. It's fine. Cut
No,
this
that's it.
audio.
He's got tons of posts on this thread. So.
Yep.
Okay. I was kind of bored tonight, so I felt like sharing one more fantasy tonight. These are not song lyrics. So I'm sure a majority of people here are familiar with the Pokemon Machamp.
Oh, God.
I'm not.
I see Lemon is familiar with the Pokemon Machamp.
I'm not. Where's Portax when I need her?
Yay!
Oh God, no! Not Machamp.
Why did you summon me here for this?
Hey guys, what? Oh God damn it! Not again.
I'm tired of this pact.
Fucking gypsies.
Thinner too. Poor Texas L. Whatever.
Yeah.
If not, Google is your friend, lol. So I imagine a Machamp using its upper arms and hands to hold me in the air by my arms, and then use its bottom hands to give me a wedgie while holding me in the air. Another thing I imagine it doing is using one hand to hold my wrists, using a second arm to hold my ankles,
Gotcha.
holding me in the air as if I was laying down stomach first,
Got it? Yep.
then using its two other hands to wedgie me by my leg holes. Is this a spider or something?
I'm wondering, yeah.
I'll try to remember any more.
Champ.
But I just remembered this one and wanted to share before I forgot. Tonguey face.
Oh, it's Pokemon Goro.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey guys, I'm Mudkip Lover.
Oh, more Pokemon. All right.
Hey, hello. My fantasy is to be dragged in the woods by an invisible force. He strips me down and puts me in 50 unbreakable G-strings.
Unbreakable. That's like the balloon juice of this fantasy.
It doesn't stop there. He
He
then
goes
lifts me
dumpster
up.
diving behind the strip club.
Hi, my name's Titanium Underwear.
No, that's the item you get from that quest I was talking about earlier. You have received the unbreakable G-string.
You must wear the 50 unbreakable G-string in order to...
Okay, so then he then lifts me up to the tallest tree in the forest and hangs me on 2 branches.
Okay.
One branch, I'm
Now it's a
in
title.
capitals now. One branch holds the front of the leg holes, and one in the back. He then ties up my hands and feet. He also blindfolds me and makes me drink lots of water. Oh,
He thought I
here
was
we go.
dehydrated.
Fucking Catamaria fetishes here. He leaves me there to hang for 6 months. That's hot. And then he comes by every 4 hours to feed me.
And then Brad Pitt asks him, "What's in the box?"
Yeah. After about 6 months, he brings a girl and does the same thing with her and puts her right next to me. I'm totally lost as to what fetish we're in now. Okay. Okay. He makes it so we live forever. What the hell?
Get through it, Toast.
My son has quite the imagination.
Okay. Get to the end. Mm-hmm. He makes it so we live forever and for the rest of eternity. Me and the girl,
Another
coming this
title.
summer, hang there with 50 unbreakable G-strings, waiting for every 4 hours for him to feed me. He also curses us so that whenever she looks at me, she squirts, and whenever I look at her, I get a raging boner. A film by Wes Anderson.
I like how only he's getting fed.
Hey, do you want to know what my age is?
Yeah, I really do.
Hey, from the bullshit I just read, guess how old this human being is?
I can't. I cannot.
He is 24 years old.
Yay! What's your preferred type of underwear?
Hi, I'm also Mudkip Lover.
Oh, good. There's more of you.
This is the other side of my psychosis.
Yeah, so I need to move my mic a bit. So I have lots of fantasies.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's not the one I wanted.
So do I.
Sorry. There we go.
Wait, give yourself
I
clean.
get teleported to Antarctica. An invisible force makes it so I stay hot on the inside forever, so I don't freeze to death.
Well, at least he's thinking out the logic of his fantasy here.
He strips me naked and places me into an unbreakable G-string that has an unmeltable ice up my ass with an unbreakable bar of soap holding it in.
What?
Oh boy!
Is that what you use as a fastener?
Yeah.
Okay.
He then puts forever icy hot, which means it can't go away everywhere. After that, he puts shampoo everywhere in the G-string. He then blindfolds me and clamps my nipples. He shows
Well, now it's getting weird.
He shoves a vibrator up my ass, which pushes the bar of soap and the ice further up. He turns on the vibrator. He then ties up my hands and feet. He then puts a vibrator in my mouth and puts 2 clamps of 2 vibrators on my balls. After this, he dyes my hair pink and puts Sticky Forever Icy Hot all over my body. He then goes up to an 800-meter tall building in Antarctica.
Yeah.
And hangs me there in a Melvin for the rest of time. He also makes it so I live forever. So that means I have icy hot everywhere, a G-string hanging Melvin, ice in my G-string, a bar of soap up my ass, shampoo in my G-string, pink hair, 2 vibrators on my balls, 1 on my ass, and 1 on my mouth. I'm tied up so I can't see. And I'm stuck hanging 800 meters in the air.
I think the point where he started reiterating was where he started jerking off.
I think it might have happened earlier than that.
I think what's happening with Mudkip Lover is that he doesn't actually know what gets him off, so he just keeps typing different things, and he looks down at his dick, and he's like, did that do anything? No, all right, so I blindfolded and clasped my nipples. Huh? Nope, nothing yet. All right, so then he shoves a vibrator up my ass. Nope. All right, soap up my ass, too. Fucking hell! God damn it!
I'm surprised that Mudkip Lover has such a cheery disposition.
He's a fighter!
So, at no point, because I was looking through this, at no point does anyone go like, "Oh my God, Mudkip Lover!"
Yeah, I like that the next response is like, "I have a lot of way to keep private, but I really like this topic." I'm like, Rogue Warrior, did you see what just happened above you? I know you're a furry, but fucking shit.
So then Wedgie Lover 247 posts again and says, "Hey, you guys, sorry for not posting for a while, but hey, what's with all the
Yes,
arguing?
I didn't post. I was in
keep-
jail for 60 days. Had a warrant out for me.
I'm sorry. Can you pronounce that word properly?
Yeah, I can try. Okay. But hey, what's with all the agruing? Let's keep this fun and entertaining, lol. Anyway, came up with a new one to share with you guys. So I assume everyone has seen the ghost wedgie scene from Scary Movie 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
It is. We have our own version of IMDb.
Is that the one with Charlie Sheen?
I don't know.
Probably.
Well, this new fantasy pretty much starts off like that, except of the ghost being the same ghost from the movie. It's an invisible presence of the same Dominican guy from my earlier fantasies, so he starts off the wedgie the same way as in the movie scene, gripping the undies the same way. Then after a while, he kind of throws me higher in the air by my undies, and then catches me by the bottom trims of the leg holes and starts wedging me that way. Then he throws me in the air again, and this time he grabs me by my leg holes with both hands. I'm just hoping everyone is picturing these images the same way I'm picturing them, lol.
Is this the wedgie mod for Devil May Cry? What the fuck? I think these were moves you could unlock in Prototype, if I recall.
But you get the point, lol. That's,
yeah, sure do.
That's all the ways I could imagine getting wedgied in the air. You can picture more ways, please. Be my guest.
And then Mudkip Lover goes, I got some ideas.
Yeah, seriously.
So I worry that we might be, a little, granted this is, wedgiehaven.com. This is the wedgie episode of the F+, but I still don't want us to be one note. I want us to, have variety to our reading, and Dole has given us some variety. So, Jack Chick, you get to choose.
Ooh.
From the following threads that are not explicitly about wedgies. Thread number 1 is called The Power of Ice.
Okay.
Thread number 2 is called Swirly.
Yay.
Okay, I think I'm going to have to go with the swirly.
All right, Swirly it is. Here you go. You are
Classic.
the wedged 55. Which wouldn't it be the wedgied?
No, it would be the wedged 55.
Clive Barker's
Thank you.
The Wedged.
55.
Oh, I don't know why we are wedged. Oh. Werewolf.
I was at a friend's house this weekend, and there were 3 of us. I convinced my friend to help me give the other friend a swirly, so we grabbies him and pushed him to the bathroom, but then we heard my friend's mom come down, so we stopped. But later we grabbed him again. He realized that he couldn't fight us, so he just do it. Ha! But now he wants payback! Ja, ik short story halal.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
So,
Riveting.
so some other people respond that they enjoy swirlies. Oh yes, swirlies are very fun. It's terrific. Thank you so much for making.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, that's cummy.
I'm
Cum
Cum-Yum.
right? Oh yeah, cummy
I'm Cum-Yum.
Okay.
You've been banned.
Cum-Yum. Me 3, spickly poop ones. I got banned for some reason.
And even Mudkip Lover is still among them. This guy got banned.
Hey, Cum-Yum, how many times have you been liked?
0 time.
All right, just wanted to know.
You're welcome.
So then, people don't, you know, they'll deal with Mudkip. They don't care.
I love the response. The first response to Cum-Yum, just Leonardo going, "What is it with you and shit?"
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, so people cannot abide by Cum-Yum. So Leonardo eventually responds, it's waste that your body doesn't need, and it's poisonous. How is that a turn on? And Cum-Yum has a response for that on page 2.
All right.
I do appreciate Cum-Yum's ability to just like masterfully derail his thread.
I don't like this thread. Here we go.
And ruined.
That's what I love about these forums. In a normal forum, you'd be, oh, that's a troll. But in this, you're like, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I don't know. Now that you said it's poisonous, I never gave it much thought. I googled problems with it, and I don't want to die from it, E. coli, and can give you increase pimals. And thank you, Sir Wedgie, for sticking up for me. I don't go feet ethier. Lol, I'm gonna I'm gonna try to stop F's sake. I'm a juggalo outside here.
Yay!
I see. I got some ninjas here.
What is a juggalo? It's this. This is what
I'm
a
reading
juggalo
the
is.
3rd grade level.
Taco boat.
And I've been trying to find out if I'm gay or not. Still not sure.
Well, if you are gay, on your profile, make sure to say no nut in your butt.
Because I'm FD then, so thank you. Read the deed. Read the deed.
Read
the lead.
Read the deed. There isn't even a person on here called Readly Deed. That's the only end thing.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Jimmyfranks. Now, before we move on, I just want to point out something from the doc, because this is a fucking harrowing thought. Dole provided us with this doc. He also provided us with a burner account that we can use to read the site. And at this point is the point where you now need an account to view this stuff. So everything else we saw was public. This is now the private stuff.
You have
Again,
been successfully logged in.
Wedgie Haven after hours.
Jesus Christ. So, I'm pretty satisfied with the self wedgie. You know, I feel like it's a nice, comfortable thing. I understand everything about the self wedgie. So I'm just
Well,
assuming,
this is going to change the self wedgie as you know it.
Oh my
That's
God!
the name of this
Oh,
post.
damn it. I hate all these clickbaity titles.
I change the
Fucking
wedgie.
BuzzFeed.
You'll never guess what happens next.
You'll cry when you read Wedgie number 4.
The way this mother gets a wedgie will make you smile.
2 reasons wedgies are bad for you. They're both in your pants.
This is wedged and confused.
Picture of Alison Brie.
Hi, all. I used to be a regular poster to wedgie forums many, many years ago, and under a different handle.
Come, sit by the fire. Let me tell you a tale.
No respect at all.
Stay a while and listen.
I check in occasionally to see what's going on in the wedgie community and see if there are any new posters in my age/area.
Why would they have to be in your? Oh, right.
You like wedgies?
Wedgie hookups.
I was sure I wouldn't post again, but I've sat on this technique for a couple of years.
He's coming out of
Literally.
wedgie retirement.
I'm getting too old for this
There he
shit.
is.
But I've sat on this technique for a couple of years, kind of hoping someone else would stumble across it, and it's time to let you all have it. Well,
Oh,
Opens
no.
up.
Oh, no. Duck!
Takes a book out from a chest, like opens it up, blows the dust off.
well, this will help self-wedgiers more.
Don't feed the wedgie after midnight.
Well, this will help self-wedgiers more. This may be of interest to general wedgiers, too. Up until now, if you wanted to wedgie yourself, you had to use either your own hand or a rope. Using by hand sucks because, number one, you know it's coming. And
Right,
number
yeah,
two,
totally,
you know
yeah.
just how big the wedgie is going to be.
Well, just sit on your hand, and then it'll be like someone else is giving you a wedgie.
Ooh, nice.
Using a rope and hanging yourself is crude.
Also, you die.
Just ask David Carradine.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Knew that was coming.
We have not been kind to David Carradine.
Nope.
He wasn't very kind to himself either.
Fair enough. That's what I was thinking. You're not wrong.
Using a rope and hanging yourself is crude. You either get a slack rope and no wedgie, or a tight rope that gives you a couple moments excruciating hanging pain before it rips your undies off. Or you,
It's almost
that
like
not
this
what we
isn't a
want?
pleasurable experience after all.
There's got to be a better way.
Yay!
Black and white with the red X over it.
or you can wear 3 pairs and feel like an idiot, I guess. Yeah. You want to know what it is, right? In
Yes, sir.
suspense yet?
We're
Absolutely.
hanging on your every word.
Well, with this one item, you won't hang. Your feet will be on the ground, but you can use the same
God.
logic you would use for a hanging wedgie to create a wedgie that will legitimately feel like your underwear is getting pulled.
Good, 'cause I
Stop! I'll
usually
buy it. I'll buy it right
illegitimately
now.
feel
Whatever
like
it is,
that.
I don't care.
You
I'll
can
buy
even
it.
pull your undies back
I'm
out
sorry.
of your butt, and they will just get yanked back up.
I want to
I
hear
need
this.
it now.
I want to hear this in an Anthony Sullivan voice.
I wonder if he is talking about
Oh, yeah,
the Wedge
F++
Bot
British
3000.
accent's terrific.
Yay!
And you'll be able to do it in one pair of underwear. And you won't destroy your underwear by doing so. And
Oh, a ShamWow.
because you won't hang, you won't need to worry about getting stuck / escape routes / other nonsense.
Oh, finally!
Oh
$199.95.
my god.
Do you still want to know?
Yes!
Yeah!
Oh my God!
You
yes!
cock tease.
Can you pull it into your butt crack?
Oh, you might like this the best. Using a particular technique with this item, you can increase or decrease the intensity of the pulling feeling by a lot. It won't get up to the super crushing or stabbing pain of hanging, but things will get pretty ampersands that have hashtags, $sign,
We
hashtag
wouldn't want to
tight.
curse on this forum.
This is like a timeshare scam, isn't it?
I promise there's a free lunch in it for you.
No. See, you get 2 people you know to let you do a wedgie on them, and then they get people to do wedgies on other people.
The pyramid
And then-
wedgie scheme.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're all...
Everybody pulls each other's underwear up. It works. It all works for all of us.
You all want to know what it is, right?
Goes top. It's a top-down, bottom-up system.
Yep.
Sorry.
No.
So yes, no, I'm excited to hear what this is.
Yeah.
On
me too.
second thought, maybe I shouldn't.
People don't deserve it.
Oh, God damn
Only
it.
you high schoolers and older will have a shot at getting the item anyway.
I can pretend
Cigarettes?
to be those.
College kids should be able to get it easily, but maybe you want to discover this one for yourselves. After
Is it
all,
sex? I bet it's sex.
I'll kill a college student if it'll get me this.
after all,
Wait. Do I give myself a wedgie with a bottle of MD 2020? Is that what you're saying?
It'll feel about as good.
This only works. This is fueled by debt.
after all, with much power comes much responsibility. Maybe I'll think about it for a day. And then there's a smiley
And then
face
what's your
who's
smiley doing?
putting lipstick on or fucking itself. I don't know what that smiley face is doing, but there it is.
I think it's rolling around the floor, laughing with the satisfaction of knowing that it teased our cocks. So obviously everyone's totally took the bait, and everyone's really super fucking...
Tell us.
Yeah, tell us. And then he has a long post that I just summarized. So would you just read my summary of the post there?
Surgical tubing.
Yep.
Yay!
You're welcome, F+ listeners.
Yeah, you
use
really
it
don't
like
want
rope.
this post. It's
Now you too can.
it's
There you have it,
yourselves
surgical
the crap
tubing. It can be
shooter.
found online generally, and I think some scuba supplies shops carry it. I've heard rumors of it at other places, but I've honestly never seen it on retail, only online. Best of luck and enjoy.
What's point? What you have a couple pointers. What's pointer number 2 to give himself a wedgie?
Well, it's
Surgical tubing?
perhaps the most important of all. If something goes bad, the sound of surgical tubing flying to the other side of the room can be loud. You probably should be doing this when no one is at home.
But what if I'm already alone?
all these people still live with their moms.
We're all alone. That's why we wedgie ourselves.
We all die alone, and we all wedgie ourselves alone.
John Toast,
Yes.
is it time to say goodbye to the wedgie?
No. Let me see. Oh, it is.
And your name?
My name is Gold Tech. And gather close, kids. I've got a book to read you. It's called Goodbye Wedgie.
Goodbye, Wedgie.
Goodbye, wedgie. Goodbye, wedgie.
Oh, that's good too.
So I've decided that I need to stop wedging myself. Don't try and talk me out of it, because I've had far too many times when my friends almost found out.
Oh my God! How humiliating.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, if you're not coming back to wedgies, why not go out in style? So I need you professional wedgeologists to tell me what to do for my farewell performance.
I'm more of a wedgeaholic.
My advisor told me I was wasting my time, but
Your farewell performance. And we already used the David Carradine joke.
yeah.
Yeah. In my possession, 4 wedgies are, number 1, gray boxers 4 sizes too small. Stripy blue boxer briefs 4 sizes too small. Black boxer briefs with a hole in the front. It's the sexy pair. Blue strippy stretch boxers. And gray strippy stretch boxers. I read strippy wrong before. Well,
They don't make.
Oh, and by the way, before I continue, please help me out here, guys!
They don't make that many sizes of boxers. So in order to have a boxer size available that is 4 sizes too small for you, you have to be like a double XL or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I wear medium.
So this dude
Like
is.
how
a
else do
doll
you-
size.
I guess this dude is
how else
fucking
do you-
fat.
And then next post down, Jack.
Yes. My name is John Hammond. all metamorphosis wedgie, cocoon wedgie. Each layer filled with something different than lick each pair.
Of course.
That's fucking cryptic.
I have no idea what I just read.
Welcome to Wedgie Park.
All right.
His location is Isla Nublar, so yes, it's that John Hammond.
Hey, I'm self-wedgier.
Okay. Wedgie, what's up?
If you have a hook or something like that, hook a rope through the back of your big boxer leg holes and give yourself a hanging wedgie.
Hey guys, I'm quitting cigarettes. What should I do? You should smoke a cigarette.
I think
I
my
want to do
favorite
something
part of
I've
that
never done
post is.
before.
I think my favorite part of that post is it's him 6 months afterwards.
You're still thinking about this, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Dole, they're hitting all the holes. So we've got all sorts of fun wedgie action. And he was good enough to include wedgie poetry.
Oh, awesome.
Holy shit, there's a chat. Sorry.
Yeah. We, of course, cannot read all of the wedgie poetry, but, we can read some select pieces. So let's start off with a poem by Self-Wedgie13 called Squeaky Clean. Boots, if you'll take this one, please.
Yeah. I'm Self Wedgie 13. Different from the last guy I read who was called Self Wedgier.
Wow.
I'm not sure how this happened, but I suddenly got the idea to write poems about wedgies.
Good.
The first one started out as a haiku, but I added a couple lines and made it a tanka instead. It's basically the same thing, but with 2 additional 7-syllable lines at the end. Then I decided to write a few more.
What?
This is what I've come up with so far. Hope you enjoy.
It was a great
Oh my
story.
God! Have you started?
Yeah, squeaky clean. Alternatively, the first tanka could be used as a standalone, simply called wedgie.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
All briefs up my butt, as high as I can get them. I love my wedgie, feeling my underpants cut. Deep in my butt is lovely. I pull on the fronts, leg holes sliding through my butt, pressure on my balls. Wedgie Melvin back and forth. The squeaky clean burns so good. This one's called Hanging Wedgie.
Oh, good. There's more. All right, great.
A rope through my leg holes, hoisting me in the air, hanging by my briefs. I love my briefs up my butt, holding me above the floor.
Wow.
And my last one here is...
Atomic wedgie.
Atomic wedgie. Atomic wedgie.
Yeah, Atomic Wedgie. Okay. I pull on my briefs, higher than I thought I could, waistband on my brow. The best technique of them all. I love atomic wedgies.
Woo! Can't believe you fucking did it.
I'll add
man, that
more
just
of these
hits you
as I come
right
up with
there.
them. Also, if any of you can come up with a tanka or any other type of poem about wedgies, feel free to post them here.
Sure, I'll do one. I'm Sleepy Psycho. I cannot look, can't think, can't entertain the thought. The elastic looks so loose, the fabric so lax. I want to tighten it. Want to see the cotton grow and fold in on itself. I want to hear the protests of my victim. I want to feel soft cotton and drink in the delicious stretch that cotton will give, but I can't, I mustn't, I won't. Good poem, huh?
Yeah.
I want to pull you like some
I don't think your poem's
underwear.
over yet.
Oh, shut it.
I want to feel it on the inside.
That was the worst song by P-Funk I've ever heard.
I disagree. I think my poem is over. Because we need to read another poem.
Wait, sorry. Read the second last line of your poem,
Okay.
please.
I'll read the second and last line of my poem. Okay. But I've also felt my heart beat and my face heat as I struggled to find an excuse. I've cursed myself as I schemed further events. I've blamed myself as I remind myself that the pleasure I feel should only be provided with consent. So I do. I hug and I pull and I laugh and threaten and ask for help and remind myself to do it all over again.
No.
No.
To never do it again.
Oh, to never do it again.
It's just it was the I hug, I pull, I laugh, and I threaten, and I ask for help.
All right.
By the way,
there's more
before
poems.
Before you go, though, Sleepy Psycho, what were you previously known as?
Oh, well, I'm Sleepy Psycho right now. I'm a lieutenant commander. But I was previously known as okay, got it. I was previously known as my wedgie fetish.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
And I think passwords are irritating.
Why are you not I talked over you.
My wedgie fetish. Okay. So there is more poems, and I think Jack Chick. There's a poem on this page called "My Ass."
Okay.
You'll take that, please.
My Ass by Adam. My ass burns like 1,000 candles as the wedgie pulls tighter, creeping up my crack. My balls scream in agony. Except balls can't scream, so I use my mouth.
Of course. Okay. Yeah.
I howl like a banshee whatever that is, screaming. My underwear goes higher, and higher still, like a duck in flight.
That's a good
My
one.
ass burns, and I kind of like it.
Good job.
Shit. Wow.
I'm not snubbing that.
That was amazing.
I know, it was way too good for you.
All right.
is-
So
Oh, my God.
let's get to the important matters that we need to attend to. I'm talking, of course, about Harry Potter fanfiction.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
Is Snape in this?
He's got to be. Come on, it's Harry Potter fanfiction.
After he shat on the sofa, Snape needed a new fetish.
Mr. Potter, stop pulling my underwear up. I don't like that.
Yes, so this is a Harry Potter fan fiction piece. It was written by Boxers Are the Best.
Oh, did you call my name?
Oh, dear. Oh, why?
I believe I have been summoned.
Oh, God.
F plus masterpiece theater.
It's
my!
It's
Oh,
awful.
have you found my Harry Potter fanfiction?
I should have been more clear in my spell.
It's awful, but it actually sounds like he's worked on it.
He's hours in front of the mirror.
Do you mean awfully delightful?
Tea and crumpets!
Still got a bit of soot on my face.
Yeah. All right. So, yes, Boxers Are the Best. This is your
Yes!
Oh, boy. This is your Harry Potter fan fiction.
I'm laughing for no reason. Part 1. Getting ready for the Quidditch World Cup. Harry woke up on that dismal autumn day elated. Why? Well, Harry was going back to his 4th year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. But before that, he and his friends Ron,
Hermione.
Hermione,
All right.
and all
Hermione.
the other Weasleys were going to the Quidditch World Cup.
Spelled fine.
As Harry got out of bed, he looked at himself in the mirror that was hung on the door. Harry, as you should know, had messy black hair. He was skinny, but he had a hint of muscle and had green eyes.
Okay.
Harry's dazzling eyes then looked over his body. Scar, whatever.
You know, yeah.
Semi-toned abs.
Do you really need character descriptions in fan fiction? Like, don't you assume that the people that are... Okay, fine.
No.
Never mind.
Well, I'll
No.
need to
Style
work
choice.
on that at Hogwarts.
Okay.
Briefs. Shit, I forgot to change out of them after last night.
So Hogwarts does an underwear check?
Well,
Yes.
now, Harry didn't normally wear briefs. He usually wore boxer briefs. But because he lost a bet with his friend Ron, he had to wear briefs all of yesterday. Harry
see
didn't
that we're-
mind the briefs, but he was happy to get back into his boxer briefs. As Harry looked at the red and gold briefs, he felt a tingle in his butt. Suddenly,
It's a crossover with Star
Suddenly-
Trek The Next Generation.
his briefs were yanked up, and he heard Ron laughing.
Gotcha, mate.
Ron laughed.
Yay.
Actually,
Harry said, walking away.
I got you.
With that, he turned and grabbed Ron's exposed briefs and yanked them high up.
Harry Potter's a 42-year-old shopkeeper.
Ron screamed in shock and his face turned red.
Oh, we didn't get Hermione. Okay. Harry, Ron, get ready. We have to leave soon.
Hermione yelled from downstairs.
We'll be there in a second.
in a second.
I'm sorry,
Apples
we'll
and
be there in a
pears, apples
second.
and pears. Yelled Harry and Ron simultaneously. After that quick wedgie battle, Harry and Ron went to get their bags ready. They would need 3 days worth of clothes for the World Cup. Ron had packed quickly and was slipping into some Hogwarts briefs when Harry laughed.
Hogwarts briefs, really? I suppose you have some with Dumbledore on them.
And if Harry's
Shut
more
up
than
and
it's
get
even
ready,
worse-
douche.
Oh, sorry.
This is a hate crime, right?
You mean these accents?
Yeah.
I mean, after all the fucking hate crimes that the British have inflicted on us.
Boots, I have no idea what you're talking about. Said Ron, pulling his pants up. Harry Selected. This is about a new character named Harry Selected. A pair of dark, nay, blue American Eagle boxer briefs.
American Eagle.
Product placement, all right.
American Eagle in Britain.
And quickly threw on a shirt and pants. The boys ran downstairs to see all the Weasleys waiting.
Come on.
Said Fred.
Move it!
Yelled George, finishing Fred's sentence.
Oh, sorry. Well, let's get going,
said Mr. Weasley. As the boys were walking, Harry heard Ron yelp in surprise. As Harry looked back, he saw Ron's briefs, the new character called Ron's briefs, being yanked up by none other than Fred and George.
Oi! Lay of him for a little bit.
Harry said.
Okay.
Friend said. Some
You
friend.
can be our wedgie slave in the meantime.
I don't like spam. Said George, grinning.
What? No, I will not be. Ah!
Harry yelled as Fred and George grabbed his boxer briefs and yanked them up.
Yeah, see, Ron and his... This Harry had some non-embarrassing undies. You with your cartoon briefs, so babyish. But at least Harry had boxer briefs on.
Sad George,
Oh, and by the way,
said
if
Fred.
you two don't keep in those wedgies until we get to camp, you'll regret it.
Great, thought Harry. The last time he had a wedgie while using a portkey, it only got worse. Well, at least he was going to see the Quidditch World Cup. Wedgie or not, it was going to be great.
End of chapter.
This is Laura Linney for PBS Great Performances. Support your local PBS station.
Guys-
Donate now.
Guys, there's
Or
there's
else
a part,
this will happen.
there's a part 2.
It's a threat, yeah.
Part 2, making camp.
All right. While we will not read...
I already have to burn my passport at this point.
While we will
Well, if
not
the English
read...
are going to reinvade, they sure aren't now.
What's your problem, Miss Vaughn? We're just taking the mickey.
I like Jason Statham's performance there at the end. That was great.
While we will not read more of that in a British accent, we do have one more story to read, but that story is going to be a choice. Jimmyfranks, you're terrific
Oh, yes.
at choosing. Jimmyfranks,
All right,
make the
I'm
correct
ready.
choice
I'm ready.
here.
I'm ready. Bring it on. Bring it on. No whammies. No whammies. Big bucks.
All right. So option number 1 is how to train your kinky rubber dragon, a true wedgie story. And
I'm just going to stop
option
you
number
right
2,
there. I'm going to stop you right
Yep,
there. I don't
yep.
even need to hear an option number 2.
Okay, really? You're just going to meet? Okay.
This is
I
unprecedented.
mean, for what it's worth, the other one was the Vampires Past a Final Fantasy VII fanfic, but you're that
Absolutely.
confident. Great. Okay, you're a terrific chooser. Terrific. Okay, so
I
this
bet
is
the second one was better.
this is how to train your kinky rubber dragon, a true wedgie story, and you just why don't you just take this? I know nothing about it, but if you'll take this and just tag out when you're ready.
Hang on just a second. I'll bring this up. There we go. This is Wedgie Fox.
Hey, Wedgie
I know
Fox. You
I
seem
know this
happy.
story sounds a little strange, but I can assure you it is all 100% true. Yeah.
Oh, good. That'll make me feel better about what we're
All right.
reading.
Backstory. This week it was the Manchester Fur Meet. You know, the day went as normal and everything, but towards the end I got talking to this new furry I'd never met before. As we got talking, he told me he was into rubber and fetishy sort of things, and that afterward he was heading off to some sort of fetishy / alternate nightclub, and underneath his clothes he showed me he was wearing a full PVC suit.
And why wouldn't he do all this? I mean, you just met him.
Yeah.
They had a fur con.
The person I was stopping with had gone off to meet some friends, so he said to just head back to his house when I was ready and text him when I got there. So I asked this furry if I could go along with him, as I'd always wanted to see what one of these clubs is like. I think this is a trigger alert. Wedgies start here.
Yeah!
It's for the people.
Scroll to line.
It's for the people who wanted to skip all the preamble and get to the wedgie part.
Later on, we went to a hotel where he was supposed to be meeting with some friends who were also going with him, but they didn't show.
Wedgies haven't started, you liar.
Later turned out we'd gone to the wrong hotel, XD. While we were there, we got talking again about random stuff, and I told him I liked giving and getting wedgies, and I asked him if he'd like to give me one. But what shocked me was what happened next.
Okay.
He didn't know what a wedgie was!
The motherfucker!
I slapped him across his stupid face.
Well, his mascot. head.
He has never
The
lived.
mascot head spun around on top of his head.
Boots, you want to take over here?
Well, can you imagine just like sort of standing in a hotel lobby and just seeing two people in fur costumes just having this conversation?
Well,
yeah,
no, because I'm averting my eyes.
I've had a fever before.
Okay. I actually had to explain to him what one was and walk him through how to give me one, XD. So I turned around, lifted my jacket and t-shirt, and pulled out the waistband of my white boxer briefs for him. I told him to give me a wedgie. You just grab the waistband and pull upwards as hard as you can.
You can't play a little coy?
Yeah.
I mean, just like a little bit of play. You're not...
You realize how rare it is where you get a
erotic.
situation where somebody will just give you a wedgie after about 10 minutes of conversation?
This guy's just jumping on the opportunity. He's like, I finally
Yeah,
found a wedgie
he
virgin.
cannot wait.
Oh, yeah.
He cannot wait.
I mean, isn't this in the lobby?
I was like, I gotta pluck that fucking flower right now.
Yeah,
All right, so
let's go to waste.
So he grabbed and pulled. He gave an okay wedgie for his first time. Got the underwear halfway up my back.
It could have been better.
That's just okay?
Yeah, I just like to picture hoisting, and then he just kind of turns around like the wedgie receiver, just hands on his hips, like that was all right.
Is that all you got?
He's got one of those diving scorecards.
6.3.
Later, we went into a nearby restroom and hotel so he could show me his full outfit.
Oh,
The
God.
place was dead, so we didn't have to worry about people coming in. I happened to have on me at the time my bondage dog mask and PVC cat suit as well.
What?
For those of you going
Fucking
WTF, basically it packs some of my toys as originally intended them for later at my friend's house, as had asked me to bring them. Yay for open relationships!
Oh,
What a goddamn weird adventure game inventory that is.
I'm raising the roof and nobody can see it.
I can taste bile on my tongue.
Pretty sure this was a Saints Row DLC.
Anyway, while he got into his costume, I put on my cat suit and bondage hood. When I emerged from the cubicle, it was one hell of a sight. A guy in a kinky rubber
to show you.
A guy in a kinky rubber transvestite dragon costume, complete with boobs, corset, and heels, and another guy in a PVC dog costume with big goth booths.
Booths.
Big goth booths with big...
Yeah, we got them from the goth diner.
Hey, welcome to the convention. You want to buy some crap?
Imagine if
big
someone had,
booths, and I have no idea what I'm talking about.
imagine if someone had come in then.
Yeah, it could have
XD,
happened because you're in a fucking hotel bathroom doing this.
Jack Chick, take over.
So we messed about for a bit, cuddled, spanked, and groped, emoticon, the other just 'cause we could, lol. Then while we're posing in the mirror, I noticed he left his trackies on around his ankles, so I pulled them
Track
up
pants,
and...
maybe?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a tracking bracelet.
This
for
house arrest bracelet.
Yeah.
All right. Pulled them up and lifted him clean off the ground. Gave him a bouncing pants wedgie, lifting him up and down like he was a set of weights. I bet if you come
bouncing
in,
pants wedgie.
Oh, you are British,
bet-
okay.
I bet if you'd come in through the door, then you'd think you'd been drugged.
Nope.
XD.
I'd be too busy dialing on my phone.
Yeah, I think at this point, so many people would be walking in and then looking up and then instantly walking out. There's like a crowd of 20 people outside the door now.
I don't know. I'd be kind of impressed by a dude picking up another dude who was probably about 250 to 300 pounds by his pants and bouncing him. It's kind of impressive arm strength.
Yep.
Anyways, after that, we put our clothes on over the outfits and took the masks off before heading to the club. didn't really get or give many wedgies after that. But I really need to teach him the art of wedgie giving and teach him ways to use wedgies to really humiliate people. If he wore that outfit, he would make a great wedgie mistress.
You guys are masters of humiliating yourselves, so I don't really think you have to worry about that. So.
Isn't dignity an important part in that?
At the club, the photographer took a pic of us together. So if the forum administrators are okay with me posting a copy here, I'd be happy to show you what we both look like.
I'm not okay with that.
Exhibit A.
And then there's some other crap.
Pretty good comic, though.
F+, what did we learn from this?
I learned that the F+ has excellent British accents, and we should do them more often.
Well, I have a great British accent. I don't know about y'all.
Actually, speaking of that, I was actually kind of surprised that throughout wedgiehaven.com, there wasn't that much overt Britishness. I mean, these people might have been British, but I wasn't seeing a lot of water closet.
I happened to see several people were from Australia, but weren't distinctly Australian things they were talking about.
It was Australia and Boston seemed to be.
Yeah, Boston. A lot of Boston wedgie people there.
Sister cities. Well, I mean, in fairness, I'm sure that people in Boston get wedgied a lot. It would just stand to reason.
I'm sure British people have a much more sort of fancy schoolyard bully technique.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a knicker flipper. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, knicker flipper. I like it.
Yeah. Well, what I learned, or at least I got reemphasized here, was that it seems like people with a lot of crazy, weird paraphilias seem to be on these sites. It's just... But I don't know whether it's more likely that they have these weird fetishes just because they have so many of them, or if you get people with so many weird fetishes but not this one, and they're just like, well, I can kind of glom on to this weird thing. I'm sure they'll accept me even though I really want to do all this other bullshit.
So you think it's a lot of other fetish adjacent?
Yeah, that's what I can't determine, whether they just have all these because they have so many, or if it's just well, this other thing I wouldn't be able to get enough for a community, but if I jump on wedgies, I'm sure they'll just welcome me with open arms.
Yeah, that's why I think it's kind of a focal point, It's got a little something for a bunch of different fetishes.
Yeah,
I mean, genuinely, it's a little bit, it's not... even though it's a fucked up fetish, it's one of those that is not deserving of how in the hell did you get the fetish as a tag, because it's kind of, we kind of get it.
Yeah, there is genital contact involved.
There's genital contact. At one point you were dominated and you've hung on to
there's
that. There's
humiliation.
Yeah.
There's, I think it's kind of just a focal point of different attractions.
So maybe that's why it's not British, is because it's too pedestrian.
Right.
It's no stuck in mud fetish, that's for sure.
The British are been there, done that. The colonies can have it now.
So where does the garbage juice come into this?
We need to find a site where people have Marmite spread on their armpits.
All right, Montreth, get working. Thanks to Dole for the document, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Ball pit.
Bye.
Ball pit. Flatter.
Into shock when I found out it was her sister who really liked polka dot undies. Polka dot undies.
Ball pit. Flatter.
Stamps.com.
Squarespace.
Dollar Shave Club.
Bonobos.